A lot of people like music, and what they like about music, many people say, is the beat. The beat is very similar to the rhythm in a poem, and that rhythm in poetry language is called meter. It's the pattern of stress and unstressed syllables. And we go through a process of looking at meter, and we call it scansion. Now I'm going to teach you the steps of scansion or scanning a poem today by talking about stresses and unstresses in syllables of words. We would agree in the English language that we tend to stress certain syllables over others. For instance, let's look at this word never. Never has 2 syllables. Never, right? So when we say it, we tend to emphasize the first syllable. Never. You'll see here I put this dash mark that indicates that we stressed that syllable. And then here I have this U mark which shows an unstressed syllable. Now, if you want to test it out, say the word never again, and this time try emphasizing the second syllable. Never. Never. Doesn't sound quite right. So that's probably not how we're going to say it. We're going to say it emphasizing the first syllable like this. Never. So, there are different syllable patterns, and they have these great Greek names. Patterns of 2 are known as iambic, which is the most common one, and trochaic. Iambic goes unstress, stress. Trochaic is its opposite, stress, unstress. So iambic is going to sound like this. Bum bum, bum bum, bum bum, bum bum, bum bum, bum bum. Trochaic is going to sound like this. Bum bum, bum bum, bum bum, bum bum, bum bum, bum bum. I'm doing a slow and then a faster version. Spondaic is when there are multiple stresses in a row, and you're not going to have a poem that is spondaic meter because that means you'd be stressing every single syllable, like you'd be yelling it. It doesn't quite work like that. The dactylic and the anapestic are groups of 3. Dactylic is like a waltz, where the first syllable is stressed and the other 2 are unstressed, and anapestic is unstress, unstress, stress. So the dactylic would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, where anapestic goes 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, bum, 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 hickory, dickory, dock. Okay? So we're going to go and scan a poem by Emily Dickinson, one we've looked at before. I Never Saw More. Now, I usually tell people the first thing you should do is figure out how many syllables there are in each line, and I usually mark the syllables with a dot so I know where that syllable is. So here we go. I never saw a moor. I never saw the sea. Yet know I how the heather looks, and what a billow be. So I see here line 1 has 6 syllables, line 2, 6 as well, 3, 8, and the last one, 6. So when I go look at the pattern, they're divisible by 2 and divisible by 3. Knowing that, I sit and I do a little bit of math. So if it's divisible by 6, that means, it's divisible, if it's 6, it's divisible by 2 and 3, and 8 is only divisible by 2. So right away I know it's probably iambic or trochaic because it's not divisible by 3. So let's go to a multi-syllable word next, and let's figure out stress and unstress. Starting with the word never, remember before we already figured out, it's like this. I never saw a moor. I never saw a moor. So I'm noticing that I spend more time on this syllable of never. And then the next thing I notice is that it seems like my voice lands on or emphasizes the word more. So when I say it again, I never saw a more. Saw is also sticking out to me. Usually, when you see a stress, the syllable right before it or right after it is unstressed. So I know that this is probably an unstress, and this is an unstress. So let's go look at our patterns. What pattern do we see emerging? Unstress, stress, unstress, stress. The iambic pattern. After we've figured out which pattern it is, we also have to figure out how many times that in the line. So you'll see here that this pattern occurs 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I accidentally erased my U here. So I'm going to make sure it's nice and clear. So 1, 2, 3, it happens. We give names to one group of a rhythmic pattern. We call it a foot. So when there are 2 feet, it's dimeter, 3 feet, trimeter, 4 feet, tetrameter, and 5 feet, pentameter. So this right here is showing you the number of feet per line. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5. So looking at this poem, in the first line, I never saw a more, we see that there were 3 feet. We know that the pattern is iambic, so it takes 2 words to identify the meter. This is iambic, trimeter. And if you go through the next few lines, it continues that same pattern. I never saw the sea, yet know I how the heather looks, and what a billow be. You might notice your head is bobbing up and down while you're saying it. Now, the most interesting part about this is this line, because we see here that Emily Dickinson has switched the word I and no and said and emphasized the word no. Stressed syllables are often words that are more important, words that need to stick out to help us understand. So she's emphasizing here that she knows how the heather looks. Remember, this entire poem is about her expression of faith. So when we're doing an analysis, we can use the meter to help us understand the poem that much better.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.